Hi guys, today I'm taking apart one of them boxes of miscellaneous as they call it. This is a micro scrapping video, to be honest with you. Everything is here is micro scrapped. This here is a silver mylar anyway, so a mobile phone. So I'm going to start it all out, see what I get out of it. Bit of aluminium. It's plastic. Plastic. Them usually are stickable, the fella says. That there is aluminium, so I'll have to take the plastic off of that alley. So right. Now I'll stick that in the vice, guys, instead of trying to get out that way. A bit messy that way. The vice is the best joke for anything. One thing about micro scrapping, guys, is that it's a hard enough old thing to do with gloves on, because you're going to really small places to get out stuff. So you nearly want to be doing it with no gloves on. Now, so this here is a bit of alley. Now I'm going to shake it because it could be copper. Do you know what I'm saying? These yokes can be copper, these yokes can be brass, which is actually brass. So where's my brass pile? Here, brass is in this one. This here is another piece here, which is brass as well. So let's cut that off it, like so. Now, this one here is brass. Couple of these switches here. These are a bit of silver contacts in these guys. You get an awful lot of these in a microwave. Them tactile switches and all that stuff like that on microwaves. Yep, tons of them to be got. Just cut the inside of it out of it. The screwdriver should push that open for you. So, and inside then you get your bits and press. You get your bits of brass and your little silver contacts and silver buttons. There's plastic. And here's what you get out of it. See this? You have a bit of copper there. And here then you have a silver button here, a bit of brass into the brass. A silver button here as well. So get them off it. 2 silver buttons. I cut them off straight away to get them into my vial here. Silver is going up in price, guys. So if it's going up, it's time to keep it, guys. Alright, that's your brass. That goes in there. My bit of silver fell on the bench I get in a minute. This plug is for plug soup. Normal batteries, they're not like some batteries, no, they can be thrown into shred. Normal batteries, no bother at all for shred. This one here, guys, is worth looking into. Sometimes the legs of them can be gold. Sometimes the legs can be gold. It's like a crystal oscillator for all a word. Alright. Plastic. That's a stainless steel of DVD drive. Aluminium. I throw all my aluminium in this here. Let's put all in a little bunch then together. Shred. Little copper bearing motor on that. Tiny yoke. But at least when I have this gone, there's another box of things going on my way. That's the way I look at yokes like that. With a wire on it there now as well, to cut that off it. So there's a copper bearing motor, and that there can go to shred. That's plastic, and here we have a bit of wire, and that's shred. It's a spring, but it's a shred. Aluminium. It's a fuse. It's okay. keep the fuse. This here is dirty brass. Strand. Here's a bit of wire. Aluminium, stuff a mobile phone. It's kind of die cast aluminium, you can call that. This one here is brass. Here then you have tiny little IC chips. I'll take them off a later date because I keep them on side. This here it can go into the thread pile. Down here, these ones here, the red one, they should be gold. They're not gold, they're brass, but they look gold. So they're going in there, into this here. So I would think they are brass. And another one here. Now, bit of plastic. And there's a silver contact on them, to be honest with you. That's what a lot of it was. So I take off the silver again. And then you have a bit of brass. And cut off another silver contact here. And you have the brass, right? So in here then we have tiny, tiny silver contacts, copper. And here you have more silver contacts here. So cut them off it. Now I'll get off them bits of copper and then bits of copper here, and they go into copper. In here then we have tiny, tiny silver, and here, and get off the copper again. Look at that. Nice copper to be had, guys. So here we have funny looking colour here, whatever these are. They don't look silver, they look a different colour to me. They look gold on copper. Would it be possible, guys? They look gold to me on top of copper. So just leave them one side and see. Do a little test on them some way. Here you have a nice crystal oscillator. Take that off. And a tiny little flat pack here to be had. And a three-legged one here as well. I keep them just gold in them, that's it. And the back of that is clear, so that there can go straight in your shred pile. And here, this is of a mouse, which I have another one of them three-legged ones. Try all them together. And there's a tiny little silver here. It was a button one time, silver button. You see that? Silver dot in there. That went to my silver contacts. And here's another one here. So you have two silver buttons there. Tactile switches. There's a button here covered as well. Plastic covering type of button. Now, oh, this is it. Look at this for gold. You see that? Gold legs on that, guys. So that's probably held on with something light enough. I don't want to break my screwdriver. So in here you have gold band wires. In here, gold band wires, and the wires themselves, I have them here, and they're going in here to the gold recovery pot straight away, because when you get them off as easy as that, get them into the gold recovery. Then you won't lose them. They're a tiny, tiny bit of aluminium. you have here gold here, and this part here is gold as well, guys, the end. So that goes into gold recovery as well. On the back of this then we have a couple of more little tiny flat packs. They're tiny now, you know what I mean, they're tiny, but there has to be something good in them because the front was good. That's how the camera, I think. This is just a little a video here, guys, scrapping out stuff. That's all, micro scrapping. That's all I'm doing. Let's shred. These here are brass. It should be brass anyway. Yep. What I do with them is just pull the back open, like so. Sometimes you get them out front ways, whichever way they will come out, they come out. But I find if you put that whole base like this, see that? It's brass. So I'll do them later on myself. But you put it all into the vice and squeeze it, you have to grab them all together, right? That's actually gold. I had that one side there. I'll leave that there. That has to go to the gold pot. Where am I going to put that now? I don't want to lose that. Leave it there. Bit of wire. Plugs. Plugs. You'll always come across the plugs. You'll always come across plugs. And them now are magnetic, but this is this here. Guys, I was watching a TikTok video there today of plugs. They're making €300 a ton for plugs. Now, I'm going to do a video and see how many plugs does it take to make a kilo. I might do it at the end of this one. We'll see if I can find all my plugs. We'll see how many it takes to make a kilo for the gallery. This is the phone board here now, guys. See that? All the ends there now is all long. See all that? Gold. So I'll throw into gold pins here because as they're falling off, take them off. Because you're going to lose them otherwise. There's a little ball bearings there as well. Gold wires. Like, that's a fabulous board. Look at that, look at that there. See that there? The height of that in gold. Two of them, two sets of them, and all these pins here as well. They're all spring loaded pins as well. That's a fabulous board. Look at the shine on it. Lovely, lovely gold to be had in that, guys, alright? Another one there, actually, came across it there today as well. It's on here. But I was saying, sorry, about plugs, guys. €300 a ton. And we're going to actually go and do a video and see on them. Aluminium. Yeah, because I'm going to make it up and see, because I'm getting in my scrapyard for plugs. Shred. In my scrapyard for plugs, it's only I made it up for 1 cent is all it is in my scrapyard for one plug, because they throw it into the shred pile. If I take them apart, I get 7 cents. So I'm going to see how many does it take to make a kilo and see what is the difference in prices, like 30 cents a kilo, like. This is more plug-ins here, look. So cut them off. This one out, the big ones. Look at the brass on that, look. Cut that off. Brass is soft anyway, should cut. Right, that goes into my plugs. Another tiny bit of wire, a bit of shred. There's another one in there now, see that? You have copper on it, copper on it. I take all the copper off of that. Copper goes in with copper, brass goes with brass. Because, as you know, copper is worth more money than brass. And that's the way I look at stuff, guys. It's not about, you know, oh, throw it into brass, but No, look at that. That's just brass. And I have to take three lumps of copper off it. So this here is a little motor that can go into motors. Leave that as it is. Just plastic. Plastic. LED lights here, guys. I'll take them over for the gold. This one here is a tiny little IC chip in it. Tiny bit of wire. And here is just a switch which will contain silver. And these pins here hanging up on them, if you can see it, they're brass. But that board is actually, shred because it's copper. That board is copper. This one here is showing a lot of gold. See that? Lots of gold in that now. So the pins are going to come out there now. But yeah, that's what I was saying, guys, about the plugs. Like 30 cents a kilo. Oh, gold. There's gold to be got. There's gold to be got. Take the gold, guys. Gold is going up in price too. It might go up this month. It might go up next month. But give it a year. Say copper. Give it a year. Copper is going up. Oh, there's a nice bit of brass. Look at that little crown. Brass. Here is yeah, brass again. Cut off the bit of wire off it. And here we have a mouse. Inside of a mouse, guys. So take off the IC chips. Which you can actually see the gold bond wires if you look closely at it. See it? In the IC chip, there's actually bond wires in there, gold. So they're there in them, guys. They're there to be got. Don't be leaving them behind. This one here, you cut off the top of this. This little switch in this. Sometimes there's a little bit of brass in it. You'd never know what's in them. You won't know till you look. I have to get something for the floor in this shed, guys. My feet are to be killing me because I broke my ankle years ago. Broke it and displaced it. This copper. Years ago I broke it. And you know what? It's killing me just to stand here like brass. Yeah, it can be quite sore and stingy. Nice bit of clean brass. Nice brass again. Brass. This is actually gold. That's actually gold. So put that with the mobile phone gold to be honest. But yeah, when you're standing all the time like on your feet, guys, these are the rubber ones now. I take these apart all the time for brass, clean brass. I don't have a dirty brass category in my yard, and they'd end up in the shred. In my yard they'd end up in the shred, so there's no point in throwing them in the shred when you can split them open there in a few minutes, guys, yourselves. You know what I mean? Like, look. There's a silver button. That has to go with a silver, put that all away tidy. This is a tactile switch as well. Well, just a normal switch really on a microwave. So just a steel cover on this, but it's bent and warped and everything. It is. Oh, it's hard to open. It's hard to open. This is the likes of a thing now would say to myself, why didn't I wear a glove? Because this will end up reefing the hand off me. Now, that was secure, wasn't it? Wasn't going to open anyway, tell you that, lads. Now, on the end of that, you have a bit of brass. Shred. In here, we'll go in and open up this little rock. See? Every microwave now, guys, is about 5 or 6 of these, alright? Now, see that? So you have your pure, nice brass in these, and your silver contact in this as well. Brass, bit of silver, so we had, like so. Here's another one of them, different type. Now, in you go again. Same difference, see that? Whole block of stuff in there. Plug off this. Plug off this one. And here. And your little plastic again. So, here you have your tiny little bit of silver. Brass. Another bit of silver. And another bit of silver. Brass. Silver. Like it is, you know, it's a smudge of silver, but look at the end of the day, guys, it's there to be got. Do you know what I mean? It's better in my shed than shown in the scrapyard. There's more. The wind is up, guys, big time out there. This here is a bit of gold in that. Little eye. Brass. Bit of copper. Plastic. This is for plug soup. And, this one here you can put into plug soup as well, the 2-pin. It's much easier taking apart in plug soup. Here's another one is a switch, just different type of switches. Just cut the end off like so. Like so. Then this ball should fall out. Plastic. Now in here then you have, as you can see, 2 dots of silver both ends here, and a nice ball of copper. So that comes off like so, copper, right there, go down to the back of it like so, and off you come with your little bit of copper. Bright and shiny copper this is. So you're talking about maybe 680 kilo. My yard gives me bright and shiny for this one. I don't know why, but there's no stuff on it, you know, there's no colour or lacquer on it or anything like that, so that's why there's nothing to be done with this. This goes straight into the melting pot, as the fella says. So just wind it all off as follows. Strand after strand. Sometimes you let go like that, she dangles away, yeah? It's therapeutic. I'll get the rest of that, but look, goes to show what's on one nice. You know, I'll get the rest of that. There's the same ones again. More silver in them. This one here is switches, and down here you have silver again, and brass. So, do you see the way the pile is getting smaller as I go through it? It could take a good hour to do it with microscoping, but I guarantee you, you know, when I'm finished microscoping, that full bucket of stuff is done completely good looking tanks. Do you know, and I'll have my bit of stuff got out of it, and that's it. It's another bit of silver on the table, and copper. Do you know, my stuff is all completely gone then. That pot, and then I have more, then I have more and more and more. That's what to say, huh? Another little bit of brass, and more 2 bits of silver. I'm going to go into brass, dirty brass. Here's more of them ones, big ones again. So I'll do all them another day. I won't be doing all them now because we ain't got time for that now in this video. This is a bit of shred, a screw in the plug. Let's clean all them off. A bit of copper. Throw that into the bag. Another bit of copper here on this plug. Small Phillips. And here's a fuse. And that plug, as usual, is shred. She's a Phillips plug, she's shred. And I cut off the piece of copper. My brass, in with the brass. Copper. Now here, on these ends, there's bits of brass to come off. Take them off now and throw them into the brass. Take the cable. It's another one them I done earlier on. Just a squeezy device. One done at the start, this was. And you have a nice bit of brass. That there can be trying to take this bit of copper off it. That's plastic. Here we have more tiny silver dot. I mean tiny now, but look at, just throw it into it. And there's a bit of copper on it as well. Now, what else have we got here? There's a bit of brass plug, shred on the plug, and them then has to be cleaned off plastic over them. But see, as I say, I don't have dirty brass in my yard. There's another little tiny one. if I brought them plugs into the yard now, to tell you to throw them into the shred pile, they won't take them. My yard will not take them with the black on it. But that's the truth. That's a bit of brass. And here there's a silver contact button. A silver button right there on the end of them. So get that off, get it into your silver. Take off this aluminium or copper, and the other part on the copper is shred, right? That's shred, and that's a nice bit of copper. Then we go along here and we break this with a pinch. See that? See that? That's what we're trying to achieve. Plastic, and you achieve that. It's so easy. What's after flying there is a tiny bit of plastic. Very strong. They are shred, and there's more copper for that to add into the pot, as the fella says. That goes into his own bucket. Motor bucket behind me. This here is another button which will contain silver. Now here we have pull off these, pull off this. This here, we'll try it out. There should be brass. Should be brass. You don't know till you go into it. Brass, yeah. So them two nuggets of brass here. Brass. It's another tiny one of them ones with switches on it. Here, nice brass going down through the middle of it. Pull off the cap off it, like so. That goes into dirty brass, which I don't have a dirty brass buyer yet. I have a big bag of it, but I will get it. I will get a buyer. I will. Don't worry, guys. I don't stop searching for anything. I got a buyer for boards. Do you know? I got a buyer for boards, and I'm on the way of getting a buyer to buy screens of televisions in Ireland. So I keep searching and asking people questions after questions, and I'm finding out more and more each day of stuff. More and more each day, guys. If you want to find out anything, you'll always find out something when you want to. It's not that hard. The modern technology nowadays will tell you everything. There's silver on that. And there's your two bits of brass. And your silver button. So, in you go. There's another one here. Two more silver buttons. And bits of copper. So take them all off. Yes, the TV screens, guys, the black part of them, it's at the top of my tongue now. I can't even remember what's in it. Would you believe that? And if it says straight away in a minute, I would. No, I just cannot think. I have it in my head. It's brilliant, but it's not brilliant. I'm just wrong. I know I am, because brilliant belongs to the microwaves. Oh, what's the name of it? Cannot think of it for love of the money. Don't worry. Silver contact, bit of brass plug again to cut the copper off the top of it. Now, here's another bits and pieces here. I'll put that into the vise. Better job of taking that out with the vise. Do you see how small the pot is going? The pot of stuff is going, guys, as I stay going. Stay going all the time, guys. I know we're talking, but when I'm talking, I'm showing people stuff, and you slow down at your job, what you're doing, to be honest with you. slow down big time. But yeah, it's worth valuable money, guys. The stuff is in them, in the flat screen televisions. Valuable money. Silver, brass, brass, and brass. Look at that now, brass. It's only half full already of brass. That's copper, but only silver tops on it. I'd throw that out straight away. There, another bits of brass here. But you'd be surprised, guys. Like, I know I'm talking and stopping and showing you stuff, but I'd fly through that bucket there, and I'd say maximum. What have we done now? About 30 odd minutes. I'd say if I wasn't talking, I'd have done about 40 minutes max. Everything completely done. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a nice bit of brass there now to be had here as well, and copper. See, brass is only €4 a kilo, guys. Copper is, I get €7 a kilo for that copper. €6.80, €7 max for that copper. Do you know what I'm saying? So why would you give it away for €4? Do you know what I mean? In bits. You wouldn't be giving it away for €4. That's a nice bit of brass there. The brass is building up big time there in me bucket. Just more copper off the end of a plug. It's so easy to get off, like, there's no excuse. Brass. More silver, brass. There's the silver buttons now. Look, they're tiny, but look, they're silver, alright? They're silver. Towards them ones, like, and they're big ones now. But Pop Scrap has massive silver buttons. Oh, I'd love to get my hands on them. But we will. Pop Scrap is in my country. In my little island, as the fella says, huh? Brass. That goes into, do you see the gold there, guys? We're saying about gold. See it? Gold bar there, see it? Do you know what I mean? I've all them now all kept on side. All them are all gold. So I've all them all kept in the bucket there one side, guys. Let's go with copper. Here's another one of them switches. Big long bars in it. This one. These are all burnt out anyway. So you have brass, I would think. Yeah, brass. And here you have tiny dot of silver. Here. Did you ever try cut silver with the pliers? You won't even mark it. Silver with pliers. It won't go through it. And some more silver. That's a little tiny motor going to your copper bearing motors behind me in the bucket. So we have here a bit of copper. Here's a bit of brassy goodness. And here is an old one here with copper again on it. So we cut that off the copper and we throw the brass in the brass. Now, copper, bit of copper with a tiny silver contact on it. Now, so that's brass, I would think. No, shred. shred. There's a motor off a fan. The motor's behind me. There's another different type here. This one now is brass, the top one of that, and she's a flathead. So they're all the same ones there, right? There's another one there. There's an awful lot of caps there now, plastic caps and stuff like that there. I have to put apart. See, they're all burnt again, look. You know, they do give trouble big time. People will be, I got more people telling me that I should be selling these, that they're worth money. These, but when I was taking apart microwaves years ago, I was told I should be selling these, but they're all burnt out, guys. There's a reason why a microwave goes, the reason is these. They're not working. You can't sell stuff and not working. Years and years ago, when I was taking apart microwaves, I was getting more texts and stuff, messages to say that I should be selling them, that the scrap value is worth nothing towards the sale of to sell them. But sure, why put them up for sale on eBay and this, that and the other thing, and then you have to send them back, or they send them back to you, then you have to repay them back, and then eBay, then after a while they just get rid of you. You know, just, I don't do that. That's it, as simple as that. I don't sell. I'm not a seller like that. But if anyone wants them, they can have them, but they will pay for the shipping. That's the only way out of it. They will not be paying for the shipping. But if they can have so many, if they want them, no bother. Simple as that. A rechargeable battery. Yeah, there's rechargeable. I keep that one side. Rechargeable battery. I have a charger for it to charge rechargeable batteries. I charge them off the solar panel. Rechargeable batteries are. This should be brass, yeah. Same again, guys. It's the device with that. I'm going to stop now in a few minutes, guys, because my time is up for what I'm doing on this, and we'll do a different video another day. This is just another microscoping video that I have to be doing stuff. That's actually gold. So that's going to gold recovery. So then, piece of gold. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're there, guys, to be got. To get into the gold recovery pot. You know yourself, they're copper. I done them last night. These ones here should be brass. Sometimes they can be shred. No, they're brass. You want to be fierce careful with these ones. Sometimes they can be shred with a real heavy rubber on them. But they're brass. A lot of plastic now here, look. As I pick up stuff, it's plastic, you know. And lots of that is nearly gone through plastic. You know what I'm saying? More brass and another silver contact. So I'll go through all this, get rid of all the plastic, and I'll be happy to have a full pot of stuff gone. Gone, she says. There's another silver contact and a bit of copper. In here you have some gold, pull them out of it. Just more gold. Plastic. Battery can go into the shred. Brass here. There's a flathead. It takes out the screws out and puts it into the brass. and the rest of them goes in into their part there. So I clean up all them brasses. That's the ones, the brasses in the plug, the solid plug, this one. But I prefer this one, this brass here, in this bucket. This one here is pure solid brass, guys. Pure solid. Like this one is brass, but it's coated. If you were to melt that down, I reckon myself it wouldn't be as good as brass. I reckon myself, because it's still, I'm have to go across that a fair bit now, and it's still not down to your brass. So, do you know what I mean? So, I prefer this to have this one. You should sell them or anything like that. Much better job altogether, guys. So, as you can see, I'm got rid of that big time. You know what I mean? Just a few more bits of silver to be got out of this. To be a lot of silver in this still. So that's all I'm doing is tearing it all down. Silver, copper, plastic all over there. This is copper here. And see, is the screw copper. Yep, that's all copper. Actually, that part is brass. So we screw it there. Screwy screw it. Brass, and the top comes off. It's copper for me. So she's tough. She is tough. But then you go like this then. Watch this. She would say no to nothing, this machine. Best machine ever, guys. Best machine ever. I've boxes of them. Shred. I buy them when they come in on sale. They come in boxes of 3s and 4s. And I buy them then when they come in on sale. I always buy stuff on sale. What did I buy yesterday? Is it here? It is. Little park size, guys. Tiny little park size. Look at that. How much? I bought it for €1.99, guys. Nothing wrong with that. That's ideal for taking apart this small stuff. That's that one there. I don't want to break that. That's worth €1 million to me. That was my father's. Lord have mercy on him. But I looked after it well. I do. Looks after it very well. Needs a good old filing down now again. But look at the difference in the height of it. Look, big difference. So. Parkside, $1.99, guys. Don't leave them behind. You're going to wreck them anyway. So, pliers just wreck them. There's a more brass, copper wire. Excuse me. This is it. Indium. That's it. Indium. Them screens, guys, and big, massive television screens. Obviously, there's indium in it. But it's worth savage money, guys. I don't know why it's worth. I nearly certain it's €30,000. I don't know what way to weigh it. It's worth savage money. Savage money. But you need a lot of screens to make the money. We wouldn't have the material for it to do it ourselves, guys. We would not have it. But it's there to be sold. Do you know what I'm saying? If there's good money to be made in it, you might get buyers for us. So look up your companies, guys. Try and find them. It's worth some money. These are all brassy goodness now. All these, I'll get all them off. Pull them through. Look at that, the best of brass. You know what I'm saying? The best of brass, guys. I had to get all them off. Guys, that's enough for today for me, for ye. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will get you in the next lecture. Obviously, I'm here for ye. So that's big copper. But guys, thanks again. I'll go through all this, get all this done, and then tomorrow you won't be looking at this. This will be gone, and I'll be on to a different box. Another battery rechargeable. Ultra. Good old machine too there, the Ultra. So clean up all them, get all them brassy goodness here, all these into here. There's more here. See that now, there's a flathead, but she's actually shred. You understand me? So you have to be fierce careful. You saw me picking up flatheads there a few minutes ago, and they were brass. So you don't surmise that every flathead in a plug is brass. They're not. No, they are not. There's a tiny little motor. Guys, that's it for tonight, because I could stay going here all night talking to you, and at the end of the day I'm going to just do the same stuff. So right guys, I'll leave you to it, and thanks for watching, thanks for commenting over the weekends again, thanks for sharing my video, thanks to everyone, thanks to Scrooge McDuckin for sharing my video last night, much appreciated of him. He finds a lot of stuff in the wild, as he says, right in the wild. So without people sharing their videos, guys, it's hard to get going and stuff. There's more silver, there's loads of silver to be got in these, you wouldn't believe it. So there's some more brass, and there's another bit of copper in here. There's sticky yolks in her that reef ya. So guys, that's it. I've enough done. I'll do all this myself later on. And thanks for watching again. Thanks for sharing, subscribing, the whole works. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye bye.